This is a compound slide of a Harrison 300 lathe. It's basically the modern equivalent to my Harrison 140. There's a problem with the compound slide, it jams up every now and then, and the lad also wants to do away with a Harrison tool post and put a quick change tool post on, a wedge type tool post similar to mine. I'm going to mount it on this bit of wood just so I can work on it without it tumbling about the bench. A couple of lag bolts in there just to hold it down, just to give it something to hold it by, so I can make my life a little bit easier working on it. Right, that's it mounted nice and securely. I'm sure you did see it locked up for no apparent reason every now and then. And you'll take it a bit and see what horrors we can find inside it. There's no real nasty marks on it. It's not a great deal of wear on it. Feels quite reasonable. So we'll take the tool post off first. This hasn't seen oil for a long time inside of here. There's a roller bearing there, flat roller bearing. Right, that lifts off. A spring with a D-end pin in there. There's also these teeth which lock together to stop so you can index it around and lock it to stop it from turning. The tool post I'm putting on hasn't got that, but I've had no problem at all with mine. As long as you pull it down nice and tight, for the sort of work I'm doing, it's been no problem. And I do take heavyish cuts. Right, so that appears to be 2 Allen bolts in there. We'll take them out and see if there's any signs of movement. Get this off, and then I'm hoping that this pin just screws in. My compound slade's got a T-slot on, which I think is a lot better than this design, but that's just the way it is. Right, I found a nice fitting Allen key, and they are tight. Often a little tap, a bit of impact can help them to break loose. That's better. That one doesn't want to play. Right, so this one here doesn't want to play, so what we can do is put a little centre punch mark on the side of it, like that, and then we can tap in the centre punch mark, and hopefully that's broke it away. Doesn't always work, but it has worked in this particular case. So we've damaged the hole where the Allen key is supposed to go now, but that doesn't really matter. These won't be getting used again. I just want them out. Right, left hand drill bit should bring it out just like that. I use them quite a lot for removing broken studs. If the stud's not tight in the hole and you're going with that drill, it bites and screws them out. Very, very pleasurable when it works right. Right, so this bit here, I think it's held on with dowel, like little dowels. They are just dowels, so that should lift up. It's actually moving. sure enough, it just lifts off on 2 dowels. This bit here is also appears to be on dowels. Certainly moving. Yep. Right. We need this stud out. It's probably screwed in. I'll have a look on the other side just in case. I'm not quite sure how it works on this particular cross here. I haven't had one apart before. Right, I can see an Allen bolt on the end of it. It's possibly screwed in and then locked in with that Allen bolt. That wasn't a bad guess. Now I'll simply modify the stud that comes with the tool post to that thread. It looks imperial that, but you never know. Right. That's slack. That was a bit disappointing. No fight at all. I didn't want those dowels out of there. So now we've got a nice flat face to mount the tool post onto. I don't know if this compound slide will just screw apart or if I have to take the hand wheel off. I'm not quite sure. Some of them just screw off and the box that did just screwed straight off. Right, and that's stopped dead there, so it obviously doesn't screw straight off. I'm going to take it off its base now and have a look underneath just in case there's something under there that's preventing it from coming off. Bastard. Oh. Right, let's have a look under here. I can see the brass nut there, that'll be the right, the brass nut's coming to the end and the brass nut's actually hitting onto the stop inside there, so that means that the feed screw's got to come out. Right. We'll screw it back down again. So it's nice to work on it when it was screwed down. Right, there's an Allen key in the end of the handle, so that's obviously going to be the first line of attack. We'll take that out. That's not tight in here. I thought that would have been tight. The screw in there is slack, that's where that's wobbling about. Right, be careful when you take this off because there could be little friction springs in, little pads. We don't want to lose anything, so gently lift it off. Nothing to see. Woodruff key, that wants to lose itself. Right. There'll be a bearing in there. And we'll take these two cap head bolts out next. It's quality stuff. I'm liking what I'm seeing inside of here. Right, I can see now why it's locking up. There's a roller bearing there, and what's left of the thrust washer in there. I'll bring the camera in so you can see it. At least I've found something. It's something simple to, or fairly simple to repair. Yeah, you can see that thrust washer is in bits, completely shot. These will be available, I would imagine. I'll have a look on the internet and see what I can find. It's just nice and oily, and the lead screw is reasonable. There's a little bit of wear in the centre more than the end, but it's not a bad looking lead screw at all. Right, so there's little bits of, it's actually metal washer that's broken up.